Dear Hoosiers, it's time for a difference. Each of our U.S. senators must go, but since it's Senator Todd Young's re-election year, we'll focus our attention on him. Let's do a quick recap of the last 6 years to remind ourselves exactly why he must be voted out. We'll start with the fact that Young isn't even from the Midwest, let alone Indiana. No wonder he's okay with most of his donors being from out of state. 0 town halls, 0 debates. That's right. Despite public outcry, Young hasn't held a single town hall free and open to the public and ignores requests for debates. What kind of politician is he? For the past 6 years, Young paid nothing but lip service to our farmers, our veterans, and ignored the needs of Hoosier women and children. Young voted against the Inflation Reduction Act, which provided $40 billion to farmers who need costs to come down now. He voted against the PACT Act, which provides health care to injured vets, and the American Rescue Plan, which gave $18 billion to the Department of Veteran Affairs. He has no policy or plan when it comes to immigration or health care. Enough complaining, it's time for action. He voted against legislation that would stop other countries from meddling in our elections. How come? When the Russian military was suspected of placing bounties on American service members, Young sent a letter to the president and did nothing else. At the start of the pandemic, Young abandoned Hoosiers and the American people by packing his bags and going home for recess. As the pandemic grew stronger, Young voted against direct relief to Americans, sick leave, unemployment, money for our nation's schools, first responders, and even funding for Main Street businesses. He voted against H.R. 1, which would finally shed light on the dark money in politics. With $2 million coming to him from Big Pharma, it's no surprise he voted against it, along with the $35 price cap on your insulin. Young then had the audacity to vote against the infrastructure package, which added jobs and helped fix America's roads and bridges. You can't forget, he's totally fine with you bringing home a mere $725, while his CEO friends get to pocket 350 times that amount. Young voted against every measure that would possibly bring the cost of gas down and refused to work with the current administration to make it a reality. Then, when prices finally came down, he returned home to pump your gas on a so-called gas tour as if he helped to make it happen. What the hell? And why on earth is he trying to dismantle programs like Social Security? After announcing his re-election bid, instead of meeting with you, Young first met with Indiana journalists to ensure his news was the only news you ever saw. Hoosiers don't deserve this. Should we forget about all this and give him a second chance? I'm Haneefah Khaaliq, and I say no. I'm running a strong write-in campaign in this year's General Senate election because Young and politicians like him should have as much competition as possible. I have a proven track record of listening to and fighting for the people. I won't stop until we all win and our voices are finally heard. Together, help me send a strong message to Young he can no longer ignore. It's now or never. I am Indiana, you are Indiana. Together, we are Indiana. Visit HaneefahKhaaliq.org and support today. Thank you.